Greetings from Cambodia. Today I'm going to share with you about the biblical concept of fruitfulness, something that Jesus talks about a lot, and how we can measure the fruitfulness in your movement. I believe this will be a great encouragement to you, to your leaders, to your alongsiders, and also will bring in new people who want to be a part of the movement when they see the fruit. Now, we can tell stories about fruit. We call this anecdotal evidence, the stories. And we all have those amazing stories of transformation, don't we? Stories that touch our hearts, stories that make us cry. But we also know that we need to measure. We measure fruit. So we know, okay, is this a one-off story or happens once in a while? Or is this a fruit, is this a result that we are seeing across the movement? Or perhaps there are gaps. Perhaps there are areas in which we're not seeing fruit. And we'd like to know that so we can make some changes. Well, today I want to share with you about the Impact Survey. And the Impact Survey is designed to do exactly that. To measure the fruitfulness, to find the gaps, and help you to grow your movement to be the kind of transformative movement, the kind of impact that God has created for you to see. And this is going to happen in yellow mango stage. This is one of the requirements to move from yellow mango to harvesting stage. And as you grow, we want to make sure that you're growing in a healthy way, that your tree is healthy. And if there are things that need to be pruned, then prune them back. If there are areas of the tree where there is a lot of fruit, then we want to celebrate that and do it more. So here in Cambodia, we also have done an impact survey. And what we did was we measured the impact of the Alongsiders movement in the lives of both the Alongsiders and their little brothers and sisters. And we measured that impact in 4 main areas. Okay, first and foremost, in the area of spiritual growth. Very hard to measure spiritual growth, isn't it? But we asked questions to the little brothers and sisters, such as, do you believe that there is a God who hears you when you cry out for help? Do you believe that there is a God who cares for you? These questions can start to help the little brother or sister express whether they believe God is at work in their life. So we can have a little bit of way of measuring spiritual growth. The second area that we're measuring is in the area of education. We want to see very simple things like whether the little brothers and sisters are in school, have the Alongsiders been helping them with their homework, things like that. And then the next area, so we have spiritual, educational, the next area is emotional. So looking at the questions around hope, do your Alongsiders, do your little brothers and sisters have a sense of hope for the future? And we can even measure this against their neighbors. You know, little children in the same neighborhood who don't have an Alongsider. So there's all kinds of ways that we can measure impact around the emotional well-being and resilience of the little brothers and sisters, and of course the Alongsiders. And the fourth area, which is just as important, is in the area of social transformation. Are the little brothers and sisters connected into a loving church community? Are the Alongsiders having a sense of belonging? Do they want to impact? Are they working for change in the neighborhood? So what we will do is work with you to design an impact survey that makes sense for your context. Every context is different. And then we will help you to carry that out, that survey out. Probably not with every Alongsider and every little brother and sister in your movement, but we'll choose a part, a segment of your movement to measure that makes sense, and carry out that survey and then look at the results together. And I believe that those results will be incredibly encouraging. You'll be able to take those results to the leaders of churches, the leaders of denominations, and say this, even the government, and say this is the kind of impact that we are seeing through this powerful movement. We'll be able to invite others to be a part to strengthen your hand because of the impact you're able to measure and demonstrate and provide proof and evidence that that fruit is there. Okay, so yeah, you have that to look forward to. If you're in yellow mango stage, begin to be thinking about that. Reach out to the support center. The support center is going to hold your hand through this process. Don't worry, you don't need to figure it all out by yourself. We've done this before, and we will hold your hand through that process. And to God be the glory for the fruit that He has brought. Amen.